Let me move on. Bam. Here we go. So 2.6 is the next thing we're doing, which has Star Marine, which is obviously a big thing, and Arena Commander updating. There's some of these things that we'll be talking about in the future slides. We have new features for Star Marine. We're doing stuff for Arena Commander. We're adding more stuff for the Crusader map. We're refactoring the lobby and the leaderboards, which we talked about on a recent ATV episode. And also we also talked about the flight model, which we're also doing. And right now, the avocatai, I know we say it bad or wrong. What do we say? Avocados? Should I just say avocados? All right. There you go. Avocados they have a version of it built on the 2.5 release, giving some feedback, and we're listening to that, and that's kind of what the power and the beauty of this community is to do. So it's going to have the new music logic system in, which is actually pretty cool because it's a dynamic music system that's back in the old days of Wing Commander, we had a very more rudimentary version of that. And I think music creates a fair amount of emotion and gets you into the immersion and the mode and the action that you're doing. And so I think that's actually going to be a very subtle thing that will make things better. We have a sort of new camera. We've been working on the camera system for 2.6. I think that's important. I mean, I keep watching all the videos you guys do, and I'm like, okay, let's give them better tools and because you guys make awesome videos. I mean, a lot of times we're looking at videos where we're developing going, wow, that looks awesome. Did you see this? Did you see what they did? That's great. So we're going to have that in there. And one big thing what we're working on is to stop the chain loading of screens. So like you play a Arena Commander or a Star Marine game, you go back to a loading screen, do the lobby, and load again. So the idea is we won't do that. We're just going to go in there, and then there's no loading back and forth levels or anything. It's all just going to stay. You're going to go in once and there. So hopefully you'll be able to have more frequent games. So the focus for 2.6 for Arena Commander and Star Marine is to make it a really kind of fun, easy way to get in and just fly around in space and dogfight or run around on the ground and get into sort of FPS combat and make that sort of as polished as possible. So here we go. Boom. So Arena Commander. Did I miss Star Marine? Hang on a sec. Let's see. Nope. There we go. So we're going to have this new virtual ship. We showed it on the ATV. So instead of like having to go to the hangar to set your ship up, in the lobby screen you can click on your ship and you can do your loadout and equip your rec items, which will make things much better and faster. We're gonna have a new pirate swarm mode in addition to the Vandal swarm. Missiles will be persistent, so you can't just like, oh, I fire all my missiles and I crash into an asteroid to respawn with more missiles, which I think. I'm not saying everyone does it, but there's a few people that do that. We'll have sort of reloads and stuff that will help in the kind of gameplay, just to sort of make it a fun, fine combat experience. We'll have a scoring rebalance. And I think pretty much most of the ships you can fly normally in Crusader, you'll be able to fly in private matches. All right, here we go. On to the next. There we go. I swear. It's like. There we go. All right, Star Marine. There's going to be two maps you'll fight on. There'll be Station Damien, which is a smaller space station. It'll be a 4x4 map. And then there's going to be sort of a bigger sort of asteroid base, which is a 12v12, which we call Echo 11. There'll be two game modes. There'll be deathmatch and control, so control of areas, so you fight for control as teams. We have new armor, weapons, grenades, tactical visor, friendly player ID, which helps sometimes you want to shoot your friends instead of your eyes. You'll be able to loot, so like you shoot someone, you can take weapons from them or ammunition from them. And we'll have achievements and ribbons. So it'll be both Arena Commander and Star Marine are having a lot of focus to sort of make the experience of just straight up sort of arena shooting, whether it's in space or on foot, sort of fun, quick, easy to get into, much better than what we've had to date. And I think that's kind of important so people can sort of have fun and play while we're working on this bigger epic. There we go. And so I'm just going to walk you through, before we get to the fun stuff, kind of our roadmap. Obviously, we talked about 3.0 back in Gamescom. which is sort of the first kind of, you would consider, yeah, that's, I wouldn't say it's what Star Citizen the final game is going to be, but a lot of games, if they had those features, they would be very happy. Which is, going to have trading, cargo, piracy, smuggling, mercenary, bounty hunter, which we talked about. We're going to try to, get the Stanton system in there fleshed out. It's going to be using the Planet V2 technology, which I am going to show you very shortly after I've gone through these slides, which I think you guys are going to like. And in 3.0 we'll have we'll have things like the Rover and the Dragonfly, who you saw a little bit of at Gamescom, Caterpillar, the Aquila, which you may or may not see here in a bit. Okay, so, and I want to give you a bit of roadmap after 3.0, so you know what we're doing. I guess there's a lot of miners here, or refiners. So 3.1, and just also, by the way, in case you haven't noticed it, I know last year we said, well, we're going to do a release, we're going to try to do a release every month. After going through this year, we've sort of realized that that's a very hard cadence to do, because by the time you get new content in and you start testing and get feedback, it's almost impossible to get a significant amount of content to test and do the feedback. So I would say that our cadence on releases, which is what you've seen in the last few releases, is probably going to be something like 2 to 3 months between releases. So just to give expectations, because I don't want to go through 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, and 3.4, and everyone goes, okay, we're going to get that in 4 months. Because again, we'll get shot by everyone on the development side. But anyway, so 3.1 is going to have mining, we're going to have refining and processing, we're going to have quantum interdiction, which means you'll be able to wait and pull people out of quantum travel, whether it's AI or you're doing it yourself, refueling, escort. We're going to add additional locations to Stanton, and we're going to have the new Drake ships. Well, we already have the red and blue, but in the new way we do ships. The Miss Cull Sea for trading, the Prospector for mining, and the Origin 85X, which was this kind of cool cruiser that was with the 890 jump. And if you already have an 890 jump, of course you will get that already. The next one up would be 3.2 with repair and salvage. So we'll be able to salvage and repair. So dive a bit deeper in mercenary, because we have some mercenary stuff that will be in 3.0, and we'll be sort of fleshing all these out. Again, adding more locations in Stanton and fleshing it out further. Finishing out the RSI ships in the new way, the Terrapin, and then the variants of the Vanguard and the Reclaimer, which is a beautiful ship. And I know it's one of Nate's favorite ships, so if you know Nathan Disley likes the ship, it's going to be awesome. 3.3, here's the one. Who knew farming was so popular? So what we're going to aim for 3.3 is farming, sort of the rescue side. Yeah. And then you can hit Tony up about all this here, because yet more fleshing out what we're doing in Stanton, and the Anvil Carrack, which I think everyone's the 890 jump, right? And the Merchantman. So there you go. And by the way, so once the Squadron 42, the Foundry 42 team working on the Squadron 42 ships, they're going up, they're actually all rolling. So the way we're going to do it is that our biggest vehicle team is in Foundry 42, and right now most of them are working on the Squadron 42 ships, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of Vandal ships, a lot of UEE big ships like the Bengal, the Idris, the Javelin. So they're all going to roll off onto sort of the big new ships, which are Carrack, Jump, Merchantman, the whole sea we had before. And the U.S. vehicle teams are going to be focusing on sort of the more, something like a Buccaneer or the F8 or something like that. So anyway, and so that's what we're going to have with 3.3. Here we go. And then finally, 4.0. So this is which will be, that'll be the first time we'll go beyond Stanton to other star systems. I'm not going to say how many star systems yet. Depends how much we'll be able to build with our content pipeline, which we'll show you a little bit up and coming here. but we're very focused on, if you've seen some of the ATV, how to author star systems at the quality level that we like, with a sense of lore and art and character and history, but be able to do planets, because I mean, sometimes in FPS games people spend forever, years just making a small 2x2 kilometer level, and obviously for us to build the system, the universe that we need, we need to be a bit faster than that. But we will have 4.0 is when you will be able to jump to other star systems. Exploration and discovery will be sort of highlight there for obvious reasons. Science and research, and the RSI Orion and the Crucible will be two of the big ships that we will be doing there. So that's the roadmap for Star Citizen. So, and our goal is this is the roadmap going forward in over next year. Again, please don't hold me to dates, because everyone goes, "Why do you say that, Chris?" I'm like, oh. Anyway, it's always best laid plans are mice and men. Okay.